Healing a Broken Family Tree by Laurie McBride. When resentment and offense invade the very crevices of your heart, it burns fierce like sulfur as it forces love to depart, causing only the mention of a name to consume you with hate as its poison wreaks havoc on the next generation's fate. This grudge festers on keeping you imprisoned in pain, causing every life force around you to bear the effects of your strain. For hate and love cannot reside in one heart, just as hate takes a family and tears it all apart. Without forgiveness, the heart dies as it mourns the loss of love, never understanding its very being is created in the heavens above. So then, how can we be reconciled to God, who is love, the creator of life, if the heart still remains unforgiving and full of strife? I believe mankind's greatest lesson, what we are sent here to learn, is how to love God and our neighbor before we return. So what's more valuable to you? Is it love or is it pride? Because a heart without love has already died. And understand that if pride is what you choose, there are many generations to follow who have everything to lose. Ask love to return again and invade every crevice of your heart. Seek the courage to make amends. Let love give you a new start. I believe this poem expresses what a family and a couple go through when a divorce happens in the family and how your emotions react to such a drastic change in your life. Because when the family is broken and when parents divorce, you truly are in a state of mind where you cannot comprehend or you cannot accept what you are going through, and you just let hate take over your heart, because it is much more easier to hate rather than love and accept the change you are going through. Thus, it really creates and wreaks havoc on who you are as an individual and who you are as part of the family. However, the poem also expresses how once you accept the change that is occurring, you reconcile with yourself, your family, and let this change that God has put in your life to grow and blossom into something new and wonderful. So that in the end, you just let love back in and God back into your heart. Moreover, this poem reflects on my life because it depicts the greatest struggle and barrier that I have ever overcome. You see, when I was about 8 years old, my mom and my dad separated, and I know that for everybody, a divorce is a very common thing, and it doesn't really classify anymore as an obstacle in the modern world. However, to me, it was the greatest heartache and event that I have ever gone through, and I do not wish it on anybody. I had to become assimilated to my new life, which made me sad and angry at the world. I could not comprehend how my only example of true love had been demolished. Worst of all, that the love I once knew had been filled with loathing and hostility. They were not only hurting themselves, but hurting me in the process. I had to learn to live without one of them in my life at every moment. I had to sometimes choose between them, which only cost me even greater strife as I knew I was damaging their emotions. Then my mom met a new man, and that caused me to unravel and unlock a whole new level of hatred that I had never experienced in my life. I did not want him in my family. I did not accept him. I couldn't stand him. I detested him. However, he managed to unlock and break the walls I had set up in my heart and won me over in the end. I now have 2 new sisters who I love and a stepdad. I have accepted my new reality, and that is that I have 2 great families who love me and support me always. And I couldn't be happier to have such a family in my life that gives me all the unconditional support I ever need.